He said it again, "Tell me you love me." And I was looking like into the devil's eyes.
After accepting a ride from a man she thought was a good Samaritan, Jennifer Abinson soon realized that she made a tragic mistake. She didn't know that before Andrew Urdiales picked her up, he had already tortured and killed 4 Southern California women. After telling her he was taking her to breakfast, Urdiales suddenly turned down a deserted Desert Hot Springs road.
When we hit the dirt road, I saw a bunch of telephone poles going by. And I just remembered staring at him, thinking, what is going to happen to me?
Things quickly escalated as Urdiales pulled out a handgun and became extremely violent.
I started pleading with him, telling him to let me go or do whatever, but let me go. And he pulled the shoe off my foot and he beat me in the face with it.
We traveled to the very spot where nearly 17 years ago, Jennifer Abinson was sexually assaulted, tortured, and nearly killed.
He got the knife and he cut my shorts off of me. And luckily, he tried to cut the sweatshirt off, but he couldn't. And he couldn't take it off of me either because my hands were tied. He cut my bra off and grabbed my underwear, and then he put them in a fist and pushed his whole fist and my underwear down my throat until I started throwing up on it, and then tied my bra around my mouth. Then he just started strangling me. And I don't know how long I was being strangled, but I thought he was killing me right then.
Abinson then tried to escape Urdiales' violent assault.
Just had my long sweatshirt on and my hands tied behind my back, and he went around the car and I just started running. The next thing I knew, I just flung onto the ground. He had grabbed me by my hair and just pulled me to the ground, and then he dragged me back to the car.
To prevent another attempted escape, Urdiales tied Abinson's hands together and threw her in the trunk of his car.
He just lifted my feet up and I fell right in. And then he just slammed the trunk. And all I could do was fold my hands. They were behind my back and I had no other way to do anything. So I just prayed. And I'm not trying to preach to anybody, but I really just prayed. And I said, if there is a God, I need you now. Because there's no way I'm getting out of this.
Abinson then felt a burst of strength that would end up saving her life. She managed to free her hands.
And then I just started busting them. The twine off my hands, it just started popping. Then, when I realized it was off, I realized I still had another problem. I was still in the trunk.
Abinson then managed to find the latch release device in the trunk. She then decided it was now or never.
And then he pushed the gas on, and right when his foot went down, I threw that trunk open and I jumped out, and then I realized my hand was stuck inside the trunk. I just saw him reaching in the back seat to grab for something, so I just pulled and ran. And I just ran as fast as I could.
Jennifer Abinson was then rescued by 2 U.S. Marines driving toward her in a pickup truck. It would be 4 more years and 3 more murders until Andrew Urdiales was finally apprehended.